Good morning, YouTube. I want to bring to your attention that the landlords often use high pitched frequencies to disturb the comfortability of the tenants that live in the apartments that they want to get rid of, that they so-called call a nuisance when the tenants don't comply with what everybody else is doing. However, when I say what everybody else is doing, conforming to a certain behavior, conforming to a certain behavior that appease them. And they use these frequencies, like I said, to disturb the comfortability of the tenants, to avoid legal, like the court proceedings, like they want to bypass that. Because once the tenant runs off, then they lose their they lose their Section 8, they lose their programs because they can't bear the noise and they don't want to expose this to the world. But I'm exposing this because this is what has happened and has been happening to me. They have been using these frequencies, and the engineers, they are in charge of the HVAC and the AC and the whole heating and cooling system. And I have reported this to them before. And they'll come up here and like, oh, we don't hear nothing. No, you don't hear nothing because you ain't turned it on. You turned it off. You ain't turned it on. That's why you don't hear it. And they have done this, like I said, to the point where I had to cover up the event because I was looking it up online, and I was like, I was asking the question, do landlords use frequencies on tenants in their apartment? And sure enough, yes, it's a whole write-up about how landlords use frequencies to disturb the comfortability of the tenants, to harass the tenants. And they also use video, like I told y'all before. The mirrors, I have two-way mirrors in my bathroom, and I had to keep them covered up. But they do use frequencies. And that's what they have been doing to me recently, not recently, for a while, but like a few months. They have been using these frequencies.